Right guys, if you saw my last video, I insinuated that I had some problems to deal with. The time has come to fess up. The little BMW that I love and I own has been off the road since November. I got the car MOT'd during the Christmas break and it failed the MOT. It failed on tyres first of all. I've got one of them on the front side that's gone all the way through the very first layer of rubber, so I need a pair of new tyres. I probably need 4 to be fair. And it failed on a wheel bearing. So let's get the true coming and show you what's happened. It's pretty bloody alarming. It's either broken the brand new wheel bearing or it's snapped the hub. So we'll show you that in just a little second, but to give you a little idea before I touch anything, because I've not looked at it at all apart from seeing how bad it is, I think something's either gone wrong with the fitment. 99% of wheel bearing failures are due to a fitment error. That's why I'm saying that. Maybe I did something wrong. Felt like it all went well. It might not have gone well. There was a nick made in the hub when I took the old inner race off. I can't remember which side that was. It might have been this side, and if it has and it's weakened the hub, then it's buggered it. Or I've got a defective part, which happens. You know, as you know, I've been working as a mechanic. Quite a lot of the parts that you get brand new off the shelf are actually defective and they're not working. But I bought a fairly good wheel bearing, so I'm fairly confident that it's probably my error and not the new wheel bearing. So I'm going to get in there and have a little look and see what's going on. Obviously I now need to know what parts I have to buy. What a pain in the ass. The car has literally done about 100 miles and the one dyno run that you guys saw, and there was no hint of it happening then. But this is well and truly effed. So let's get in and show you the damage and we'll explain a little bit more. Right, okay, check this out. Classic wheel bearing test. Up and down on the old car, yeah, on the old wheel. And I'll do left and right. So something's fundamentally fucked. That's not just a little bit of bearing play, that's completely toast. So I'm going to strip it all down now. We'll get inside and we'll have a little look and see what we're looking at. Right, okay, so we're going to wheel off. The first thing I want to check is the hub nut still tight and is it still staked? If you can make that out on camera, the stakes are in exactly the same place where I put them. Right, so I've just unstaked that nut, and I 100% this was tight as fuck when I put it together. I've just put no force in that and it started undoing. It didn't even bind on the screwdriver. So let's tighten that up then. So that's where it was staked. So it was a fitment fuck up. It was my fault. I didn't tighten the hub nut up enough. 99% of bearing failures are due to fitment errors. I don't know what's happened there. Maybe I was rushing. I don't know. No answers for it. But I've cocked up. Let's show you. I put the wheel back on. I've not staked the nut or anything yet. I've obviously made sure it's damn tight this time. I don't have a torque wrench at home, so I'm doing it all by feel, and I can't believe that. You know. If Natalie pans round, let's show you. The wheel's not back on fully yet, but it's tight enough. No up and down play. No side to side. The car's not moved, so the brakes are a bit rough sounding. But no up and down, no side to side. Bigger man admits his failures. Yeah, so it's probably going to have roasted the bearing anyway, although it's not been run for very long like it was. It's impossible the nut has moved and then looks like it's staked again, so it's been like that ever since I put it back together. What a cock. I believe it's probably good enough at the moment to at least take it for the MOT like it stands. It's not got any play in it and it runs fine. I will expect that once it goes on the road, the damage is probably done by driving it on a bearing that's fucking been not tight enough. I can't really report on water ingress, but it looks like it's bone dry inside there, so I'm fairly happy with that still. You know, seeing as it's been covered in snow for months, it does have a lot of moisture in there, but I have got a lot of leaking happening at the back of the car. Something you won't see if Natalie pans around now. You won't see in the distance videos, but I have the typical E36 rock going all the way along that corner there. And up into this wing, and it leaks water like a bitch at the back, and that's where I seem to have the most of the moisture. The carpet at the front seems gracefully dry. The area underneath the heater box that was repaired seems bone dry, so I'm fairly confident with that. Obviously, because I've not had it on the road, I've not wanted to sniff test it, and it's been bloody freezing here, so I'm not really that interested. Right, so tyres. I've been alluding to having worn through a set of tyres already. Let's give you a quick bit of background. I've been running Federal Evolution ST1s, I think they're called, if we use the special pronunciation. They're good tyres, they're great dry weather tyres, not fantastic in the wet, treadwear 300, and they've gone through pretty quick. Now, part of that is because I've got a cock up with camber on the car. One side has got much more camber than the other. I hold my hand up. It's because of camber plates that I use and something weird going on with the suspension of that car. But long story short, I've worn through one of the shoulders. So when I had the MOT done, it was obviously a fail because it's gone just through the outer part of the rubber. So it's beginning to expose part of what you would call the core of the tyre. That won't work for an MOT. So I've had to buy some new tyres. I'm currently running 235 45 17 or 40 17. So I'm going to go down a size to 225 40 17, I think it is. Hang on. No, 225 45 17. Mainly because I want to try and get a little bit less rubbing in the inner wheel arches at the front. The 235s are a bit wide, so yes. Also, I'm hoping to get I don't know, I just think it'll be a better rolling wheel. I'm going to go with Toyo Proxy T1Rs, the new variant of the TR range that they do. I don't know anything about them, but I used to like the TR1s. We used them a lot in a track car back in the day in a Honda CRX, and they were great tyres. They were good wet weather and good dry weather. They're not the best tyres in the world. I don't have the money to go and buy Michelin Pilot Sport Cut 4s or all the rest of it like all the big YouTubers can use. So I'm going medium range. I have them, which is why there's been a bit of a jump cut here. I'm just going to lean down and grab one. There it is. They look absolutely massive when they're not on a car and they're in your house. I got them for a very good price. Got them off of eBay, believe it or not, but from a tyre supplier. So they're brand new tyres. Spent just over £100 for two of them. And I'm hoping that they'll wear out a little bit slower than the Federals. Something that's a bit weird about the roads up here in the north of England is they're definitely more abrasive than they are down south. Maybe it's partly that, maybe it's because the speed limits are a little bit higher and you can drive a little bit more spirited through the Pennines, which is an area of outstanding natural beauty here in the north of England. And Natalie and I do like to go out for a drive around those areas when we're allowed to. We have noticed since we've been up here, quite often you'll be driving around the Pennines and you get a smell of burning rubber, and that's nothing to do with driving like a maniac. It just seems to be the abrasion of the road. So we're getting through tyres pretty quickly. I think Natalie's got to change her rear ones on her M3 already as well, and they've not been on for that long. So at the point we're talking right now, I'm about to get the tyres put on, get the car MOT'd again, and hopefully it shall pass. Right then guys, it speaks for itself. We have an MOT, she's passed. Whoa! The tyres are on. Wheel bearing was fine for the MOT, so happy days. We're just out giving it a little drive now. Tyres feel quite nice actually. The 225s in the front feel slightly more nimble. Very little in it, but I'm happy so far. Weather's absolutely crap, so we're definitely getting a good test of grip and seems fine so far. So I'm really chuffed. I've got the car back. It's the first time I've driven it in 2 months. We're obviously on an essential journey right now.
He's probably on the wrong side of the road. Good old Royal Mail, they know how to drive around here. I suppose we'll call it a day there, guys. You can't get away from the traffic and the wet weather here, so I hope you've enjoyed this. I like being honest. Give me some criticism. I have been a bit of a knob with wheel bearing and I should have learned my lesson, but I've definitely learned it this time. Thank you as always for watching. Thanks for sticking with the channel, and I hope you're having a good start to 2021. Pamo out.